In this video, I'm going to show you how to update your profile on WIX so that you can include your most recent final HTML project. So first thing you're going to do is go to wix.com, W-I-X.com, and when you open it up, you'll log in and you will see this homepage. First thing you're going to do is click Manage Site. And once you've clicked that, you're going to now click Edit Site, and that should bring you to your WIX page. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and updated mine, so I'm going to be doing it again in this video, so ignore the fact that you see these two websites up. We're going to do them again together. Okay, so the first thing we want to do to update our portfolio is to put an image on our home page of our web page. So that means we need to get the image of our web page. So what you're going to do right now is go to your desktop and find wherever you saved your final project. Mine's in a folder. And open it up in Chrome. Okay, so it's important that you open this in Chrome and don't just open it in Internet Explorer, because we are going to be using the Chrome extension Fireshot, which is right here, this S, to take our screenshot. So once it's up, I'm going to click the S, and it's going to give me some options. For this, I'm going to capture just selection, so the part that I want. And I'll get my screen. Maybe I'll do it up to here. Okay, so I have this image of my web page that I'm going to use for my portfolio. So I'm going to save as image. And it's got a really long name right now. It's not a good one. It's not very useful to me, so I'm going to rename it. I'm going to name it HTML final image. And I'm saving it onto my desktop. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to WIX. I have my image saved. I'm ready to use it. And how you're going to add your image to your page is you're going to use this little plus sign over here that says Add. Once you click this, it's going to give you options of all the different things you could add to your web page. We are adding an image right here. So once you hover over image, you can go over to My Image Uploads, and this is the place where we're going to upload our image. Okay, so we have this library here of all our images. We want the one we just selected, so I'm going to upload it by clicking this Upload button over here. And I will find it on my desktop, and I called this one HTML final image.png. So I'll open that. And once it's successfully uploaded, I'll click Done. I'll make sure it's selected over here. That's the little check mark here. That's how I know it's selected. And then over here, I'm going to click Add to Page. Okay, and it's just going to throw it randomly on the page. You are going to have to position it where you want. So I'm going to drag it down beneath what I already have. And it's bigger than I want, so I'm also going to resize it by grabbing the corner and dragging it in. Okay, that's better. Okay, we've got our image on our home page. The next step that we are going to do is create a page about our website. Okay, so what do I mean by that? When we click on this image, it should bring you to a separate page that has information about your HTML page. So I'm going to go up here. This is the Pages menu. And if I click this, it will show me all the pages I've already created. And it will also have some that I have not done anything with yet, and these don't have names. So I'm going to use the next blank one, which mine is Project 08. And if I click on this little button right here, it gives me the option to rename this file. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to name it HTML Final Project. Okay, So I'm on my HTML final project page, but it doesn't have any information about my final project. So first thing, let's change this image so that it matches the image of our HTML page. So I'm going to select this image by clicking on it, and then I'm going to click Change Images. And right now it has these 3 generic images up. We don't want them. I'm going to delete all of them. And there's no images now in this gallery, so I'm going to add one. And I'll add the one I uploaded on my home page. If you want, you can pick a different image of your web page to put on here. It doesn't matter. You can upload several images if you want. I'm just going to stick right now to the one I've already saved. So I'm going to select it, then I'm going to click Add to Gallery, and now I can click Done, and it should show up. Perfect. Okay. So over here, I have my project page heading, and I have a paragraph, but they aren't about my page, so I'm going to change that. I'm going to title it HTML Final Web Page. And in my paragraph, I'm going to first talk about what my web page is about, and then I'm going to talk about some of the content that I have on my web page. So I'm going to start by saying, this web page is a blog about my favorite recipes. And now I'll talk about some of the content. And what I mean by the content is the different tags or parts of HTML that you use to create your web page. So I'm going to say, on this web page, you will find my use of divs, tables, images, paragraphs, what else? Lists, and headings. So you don't have to say much about this. When you actually are presenting your portfolio, you will probably show your code, so don't worry about that right now. So I'm going to click out of it. Okay, so right now this looks kind of plain, so let's change the background. I'm going to go over here and I select this, and I'm going to give it the background I've given all of my web pages. You don't have to. And it looks like that. Okay, this now over here is too dark. It's not showing up well. I'm going to change the color of it, and I'm going to make the font bigger, and I'm going to change the color of this too. Okay, I'm going to save it, and I'm going to preview it to see if I like the way it looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, so the next thing you are going to have to do is connect your image on your home page to the page about your website. So right now when I click on this, nothing happens, and let's change that. So I'm going to go back to my editor, and I'm going to click on my image, and I'm going to click the settings, which is a little gear symbol. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to add a link. So I'm going to click this right here, add a link, and I'm linking it to a page from my website. So if I click here, it'll give me all the options, and mine is the HTML final project. And I'm going to click Done. And I can X out of that and save it. And let's preview it again. So now I move here, I click on it, and it brings me to my portfolio page about my final project. Okay, so that is how you upload your image and create a page and connect your page. I did this for my final project. Once you've completed this for your final project, you are going to do this again for one other web page that you created of your choice. It could be your music profile, it could be a restaurant, whichever other web page you created you think best showcases your work in HTML. Okay, that's the end of this tutorial. If you get stuck at all, you should go back and watch or look at the handout that has the written instructions.